Yeah, enough talk here, man. Another artist interview. Got YakGang in here, you know what I'm saying? Kxsh Nugget, Young Kayes, Young Streets, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir, yes, sir.
Yeah, go ahead and brief introduce yourself, man.
Man, what's up, y'all? I'm Kxsh Nugget, founder of the YakGang, Master Yak. We come straight from out of New Orleans. We in Htown right now. You know, it's like our second home, you feel me?
Yeah, man. So, okay, so y'all from New Orleans, Louisiana, both of y'all?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so growing up in Louisiana, how was it? For the people that never been there or New Orleans, I ain't never been to them, like New Orleans, I ain't gonna lie, so how was it growing up?
New Orleans is it's quite fucking wicked, you know? Htown, you know, it could be bad out here, but most of the city thrives on unity.
Yeah.
You know, New Orleans is crabs in a bucket.
Yeah. I feel like New Orleans, really as a kid, I really, you know, had to be moving around a lot. Like we moved a lot and shit. And it's like pretty much every single place that we go to, it was kind of rough, you know?
Okay.
Like we always had to watch our back and shit. And, you know, it's kind of hard, but we lived out here for about a year, and out here, you know, it's like it's a lot quieter, you know, like people don't really be fucking with you like they be fucking with you out there.
And as far as the music scene goes, you know, out here, you know, it's easy to get a bunch of people together to come work, you know, just to network. Out in New Orleans, you know, everybody wants to be at the top.
Exactly.
You know, they got artists like that out here, but it's everybody out there. You know?
I feel like, cause like how you said, people on message, I feel like, cause for us, we got space, we got room.
A lot more space.
You know what I'm saying?
About 3
New
times
Orleans
the
is
size.
small as fuck, you know,
compressed,
so it's like
neck,
everybody on top
frustration.
of
Like you said, crabs in a bucket, compared to us being like in a tub, cause everywhere is crabs in the bucket or something, you know.
Facts,
so yeah,
y'all just got a little bit bigger of a tub.
Basically, yeah. Okay, so y'all, like the artistry, like when y'all start, you know what I'm saying, becoming an artist, like when y'all got into rapping or music?
It all started when I was younger, you know, we'd sit in the yard, you know, smoke some, freestyle. You know, we ran with that and turned that into, you know, building a studio in the crib and learning how to do that. And once I started pushing music out, I ain't take it serious till like last year. You know, I was making music 4 or 5 years, but taking it serious was like last year.
Okay.
Yeah, so for me, really it all started around the time that I was like 7, 8 years old. And the first rapper that I ever listened to was Lil Wayne.
Okay.
And like his shit like really stuck with me, you know what I'm saying? Like I really heard his shit and I'm like, damn, like I really feel this shit.
Real New Orleans shit.
Yeah, real shit. And ever since then, it's like, I don't know, like that was my biggest idol at the time, you know? And I was like, damn, like I wish I could spit like that. And I would try, like when I was 8 years old, because I remember looking it up. And it said that that's the time that he started, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, damn, like I would like write a couple bars here and there and shit, and like
shit, by the time Wayne was 12, he was already famous.
Yeah, that boy was already on Cash Money Records and shit. But you know, I kind of gave it up for a while, and then once I got into high school, I was about 14. I started getting back into it because a couple of my partners at school, they used to fuck with it and shit. So I started getting back into it. Then around the time I was like 16, 17, I started linking with my cousins and shit, and I found out they do music too. So that's when I really started getting into it. Like, you know, I would go out, smoke with them and shit, and we would really, you know, like fucking just spit, freestyle, just chill. And then about 17, 18 years old was when I really, I put out my first mixtape. And I fell off for a little bit, but like he said, about a year and a half ago, that's when I really started getting serious and getting back into this shit.
That was when we both moved out here.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, I was about to say, when y'all linked, like when, like y'all family, or y'all like, how y'all?
So, this is my brother-in-law.
Yeah.
He started dating my sister 2 years ago.
It's about to be 3 years now.
Okay.
3 years. So when I met him, I had already had the studio set up in the crib, and I was working on a song. And and the song was called Lock and Load.
Yeah.
We ended up doing this song together, flew out to LA to go shoot the music video for this song.
Facts.
You know, knowing each other for what, a month at this time?
Yeah, it was like a month.
Taking
We
flights
really
out
did
to
that
LA.
shit.
We spent the whole week out there, shot the video. You know, we done went to all points of LA.
Yeah.
You know, we was in Skid Row, you know, downtown. We walked through the trenches, you know, see how wicked it really is out there.
We was out there really, you know, just taking that chance, trying to make something of it, you know what I'm saying?
What lead into y'all like moving out here? Like, you know.
So,
It was really, I feel like it was the music scene. You know,
Okay.
like out in New Orleans, it's like you can't really you can't really get that exposure.
Yeah.
And out here, it's like, you know, it's more of a musical place. You know, like there's more people, more connections, you know, like producers and shit, venues that you could go to and
Right.
shit. Like it's just bigger out here than it is out there.
a lot more bigger than the music scene in general, you know?
Yeah.
I know about maybe 3 or 4 venues in New Orleans where you can get a rap show and, you know, host something like that. But outside of that, you know, that's it. Out here, I could book 5, 6, 7 venues off my own strength right now, you know,
Yes.
and run a show and get it going. But out there, you know, I don't even want to throw a show out there. I already know a motherfucker gonna come through and blap that bitch up.
Yeah, real shit.
Yeah.
And
Out
then,
here, you know, you kind of got some respect, you know.
yeah, real shit.
Out there, motherfucker see you doing something, you shining, they
And
want to
then-
knock you.
The venues be small as fuck too, so it's like you can't even really pack that motherfucker like
Yeah.
you would want to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we
It's
did our
so
first
small.
show in New Orleans a few months
Yeah, that's
ago.
what I was about to say. Y'all
Yeah.
speaking of venues and that, and you know what I'm saying, yesterday y'all had the Yak Festival out here. Y'all first show, you said, I remember you telling me your first show was in Louisiana.
So our first show was out here.
Yeah.
Oh,
our very
okay.
first
So
show
the
was
very
out here.
first
Like
show
of
was
y'all
out here.
performing.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was Moss Fest, which is it's a showcase that goes around the country and they pick out artists, you know, the best artists from each show, and they bring them all out to Atlanta. We made the finals twice already.
Yeah, we did.
We actually didn't even go to the finals this year because we threw the Yak Fest.
Yeah,
It was all on the same day. But yeah, New Orleans venues, you know, you jam-packed in there. You know, we had a stage probably about the size of this picnic table.
Yeah,
You feel
real
me?
shit.
You know,
Tiny.
yeah, we made it shake with what we had.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So okay, so with the Yak Fest, like where y'all get the idea of y'all want to throw your own showcases? You know.
So, being out here, we did so many shows, you know, and it's all kind of almost the same thing. You know, you either paying to perform or, you know, you doing something one way or another to, you know, benefit the person hosting the show. So we figured, you know, we got enough artists through networking, you know, from all the shows we did to put our own stuff together. So why we ain't just do it, you know?
Yeah, facts. I feel like, you know, from all the shows that we have done, you know, just looking at the experiences that we had and just looking at how much networking has helped us, you know, like reach that next level that we're looking for. And it's like it feels good to be the one to give other people that opportunity,
Right.
you know? Like I just
Even
feel,
with the Yak Fest yesterday, you know, the whole show, I was realizing, like, you know, I wasn't really liking it too much because it wasn't what I expected to be, like, turnout wise. But every artist that I talk to, you know, telling them to be patient and, you know, we're gonna get rolling, they, you know, not bothered at all. Like, they were just happy to be a part of the show.
Be able to
You know, they were waiting
experience.
around.
Right,
I'm
exactly.
surprised.
Everybody was understanding, you know.
Almost all the artists that came to the show stuck around until the very end.
Yeah,
You know,
facts.
they didn't just perform, do their song, and go home. You know, they stuck around and watched everybody else perform. We had an artist drive down from New York, drove 16 hours to come to the show. That was
Wow.
The Great Gatsby.
Yeah.
And boy was in the crowd shooting everybody's video, you know, supporting. And that's the type of artist I like, you know.
That's how it's supposed to be done, you know. Like that's how you create the connections in this game. Like if you're really serious about it and you really want to take your career to the next level, like that's what you're supposed to do, you know. Like
You gotta connect.
exactly.
You can't
support,
expect to just be at the top.
exactly.
You know?
Support other artists the same way you would want them to support you. You know, like that's the real way to grow and progress to that next level.
And that's how we be rocking. You see, I was at the show yesterday. I made sure I got everybody's video on my phone.
Facts.
Yeah, facts.
You know, they got all good angles, everything. I'm gonna send it out to them. They're gonna post that.
Yeah.
You know, all the artists that come to our events, you know, they have a good time because it's not focused on a competition or, you know, against each other. All my events are for networking, you know,
Nah,
for
for
everybody
real.
getting together.
And then the good thing too about networking is that if you're networking with a certain person, you know, a certain artist, you're also basically networking with everybody that they know.
Facts.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like you're introducing yourself to them and all of their connections. So it's like you're basically expanding your horizons, you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like you could do a lot more that way.
Yeah, that's why I always tell people networking is necessary because you never know who know, you know, who they know.
Exactly,
And it probably
exactly.
benefit you for real. Like how
Yeah.
with No Reggie, that's how I met y'all. Because with No Reggie Allowed, you know, I did vlog to showcase y'all was there
Yeah.
performing. And look at today's time, you know.
Facts,
Yeah.
facts. That's how it go, man.
Nah, for real.
It really is all about reaching out, you know.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
shows that we do now, you know, I locked in with Carlos Corleone on my second show out here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the first show was Moss Fest, and the second show was at Lux Tavern
Mhm.
in Westheimer. And pretty sure that's actually where we met you too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
Lux.
saying. There was No Reggie Allowed.
And ever since then, you know, I've been working with Carlos because, you know, Carlos, you know, get us right. You know, he work as a team member. He ain't
Facts.
a promoter. You know, he's a
Right.
part of your team when you start working with him.
No, facts, man. That's when, and that bond is important, man, for real. Heck yeah. So back to the, you know what I'm saying, the music. So what's y'all like tapes? What y'all, you know, the singles looking like, y'all?
So my most recent tape was Tales of a Baphomet,
Okay.
which was, I think, 12 tracks. And all of those were mixed by my engineer in New Orleans, Ogo
Okay.
Sounds and Tony. And you know, that was my first legit album, you know, the first thing that I pushed out. And recently I pushed out a single called Red Light, which is gonna be on the next tape called Dead or Alive. And that's gonna be probably one of my biggest projects yet, you know, looking upwards to 15, 16 songs.
Okay.
And outside of that, you know, it's all about what me and him make together. We sit at the
Yeah.
crib all day, you know, we'll
Fucking
write
just
something,
writing
record
shit
it,
up.
you know, all at once, you know, just keeping the motion. We probably got, what, 100 throwaway songs on
Man.
the computer?
That vault is full for real.
Yeah.
Jam-packed.
Okay, so what
But
you about to say, Street?
yeah. For me, you know, as of right now, I have a mixtape that I put out probably about like 2 years
2
ago.
years.
Mm-hmm.
And I have like two or three other singles that I put out. But right now I'm working on this album. I have about 11 songs recorded and ready already, and I still have 7 more to finish recording. And the name of this album is gonna be The Legends of a Legend.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And basically each song I feel like represents a piece of me. It's like a story of myself, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, I really feel like it's gonna be a hard ass album. You know, just stay tuned. It's gonna be coming out soon.
Yeah,
Hopefully by the
man.
end of the year I'm able to drop it, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. So what's the visuals looking like?
So really right now we're trying to find a new videographer.
Yeah.
'cause-
Cameraman actually
Yeah.
switched
Do,
over from doing music videos to doing weddings and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
Which I don't blame him because
Yeah.
I've seen it get real tragic with
Yeah.
him. We were shooting a music video one day on the west side of New Orleans in Algiers.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, we shooting a video outside by the corner store. Next thing you know, car comes sliding through and blammed it up. Hit him up, and cameraman got hit like 4-5 times, hit my partner up. And you know, we got the cars together. We started bringing them to the hospital. You know, we had 2 people that was hit.
Yeah.
And on the way to the hospital, the cameraman crashed out. You know, totaled the car. He was already hit up, you know, beaucoup times. And that's another thing, you know, going back to New Orleans. Like, you know, we ain't had no beef back there, no nothing. They just seen that we was shining back there and they wanted to knock us down.
That's how it is, man.
Damn, man.
Fucked
And
up.
yeah, weddings is way more safer
Yeah,
than
nobody blaming up a wedding.
Oh, God.
Right.
God damn, it's crazy like that out there.
Yeah, real shit, man. Shit get wicked for real.
Yeah, man, I hope y'all find another cameraman or like, you know what I'm saying, network out here too. But that's, man, yeah, I understand y'all whole point on that now.
Yeah, that's why we trying to find our way back out here.
Facts. You know, we really trying to
A lot more peaceful out here, you know.
get back into the scene, you know.
Yeah. Nah, for real, man. So what y'all got future plans, you know, other than the you know what I'm saying, the album. So like what y'all ain't gotta give them everything, just a little brief of y'all future plans that y'all
So
got.
music wise, I plan on expanding my label. I want to have more artists under my name. I want producers,
Okay.
you know, videographers, people that work for my team, people we could all grow together with. Like he's been on my team since the beginning, and
Yeah.
you know, we done rocked out probably 20 shows together now.
Real shit.
Been going crazy. But
Fucking
the more we
turning up.
expand our team with solid people, you know, the further we can grow.
Okay,
Yeah, that's-
okay. So is Yak, what is it?
YakGang.
YakGang, cause I'm about to say Yak Fest even. So is YakGang a label or is it a group? Like,
So
are you like chasing for it to be a label?
it's been a group for the longest time, you know.
Yeah.
We've always, you know, yak, you know, cause we used to drink a lot of fucking Henny when we were
Yeah.
younger.
Then I was
So
going. That's a good.
it was
with you
always, you
explaining
know,
where you get the name from. Also.
Yeah, that's where it came from. But yak could also be abbreviated as you already know.
You already
Hard.
know.
So most of the time they know what the fuck we be on.
Facts. You already know.
If they don't know us, they gonna hear about us.
Facts.
That's fire. That's fire, though. Okay, man. So, what about the shows? Like showcase you
Showcases.
in the
After this show, I'm gonna need to do a lot more planning. You know?
Okay, yeah.
I want to make sure that I got, you know, the fan base there. You know, it's nothing to get artists to come out.
Mm-hmm.
Facts. Facts.
Thing is, you need artists to bring people out to support.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
the last 2 shows we threw, it was jam packed with artists, but they were all supporting each other.
Right.
You know, I like that. That's my favorite kind of show, in my opinion.
Yeah.
You know,
Facts.
you get your connections. You know, you get to perform in front of these people so they see what you're
Yeah.
working with.
Yeah, so you saying, I get you saying basically like y'all got the artists, y'all need the audience.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we got
Basically.
plenty
Yeah.
of artists all through networking. You know.
Need to just get the audience there so everybody, all the artists can fully get heard and spread. Yeah.
I just feel like, you know, it was our first,
Yeah.
like hosting our first showcase, you know.
Yeah.
So it's like I feel like we kind of rushed into it a little bit just because of the excitement of being
Yeah.
the host, you know what I'm saying? But it's a learning experience,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? It's our first time, so it's like next time we'll be better equipped, you know what I'm
Mhm.
saying, for something like this.
You know, like I told y'all, me as an ex-promoter, I told y'all it's just a process. It's y'all had some, it's better some than none.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It's just win or lose when you're working with your
Facts.
own thing. But you gotta learn from that. You know.
Facts,
Yeah.
man.
You gotta see what you did wrong in this show and take it to the next one. You know.
Facts.
You know, one show in, you know, I don't think we did too bad.
I
Nah.
don't think we did too bad at all.
Nah.
But I
It's
think
just-
we just expected.
I was just
much
about to
more.
say it's just your
Yeah.
expectations. It didn't hit
Yeah.
your expectations. I was just about to say that part.
Facts.
Yeah, man. So okay, so we got Texas questions. I always hit people at the ear with, like with y'all being out here. You know, even though y'all did explain what y'all love about Texas, so with y'all experience and being out here, you know, like exploring out here, what y'all love, what y'all dislike about Texas.
Shit, I'll tell you what I like more about New Orleans is the cooking. I like my food, and you know, coming out here, it's hard to go find a spot with some flavor in the
Okay.
food. I need something that gonna kick me in the chest.
Yeah, no cap. That's like the main thing. Cause a lot of people have told me like, oh, this spot has good New Orleans
and it
food, or this
ain't,
spot
yeah,
got good
it
New Orleans
ain't.
food. I go and it's like, damn, this is not good. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like this ain't really authentic New Orleans food. Like,
Yeah.
you know, the flavor ain't really there.
Yeah.
And another
But-
thing, the crawfish.
Yeah, the
The
crawfish.
crawfish out here is not crawfish.
Oh man.
Nah,
You ain't popping
they
in the
don't
pot,
do it right.
doing
They
it the
don't
way
do
we
it
doing
right.
it.
Well, yeah, I can't really say go against y'all saying that it ain't this, you know what I'm saying? But it's some spots, you know what I'm saying? But I guess me as a person never been to y'all city, how can I say that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, so. But so what y'all say, what y'all love about
What I
out here?
love about Houston is the unity.
Facts,
You know,
man.
the ability to go out and, you know, make those connections and not have to look over your shoulders and expecting somebody to be on something dumb.
Yeah.
You know? You know, most of the time people out here, they all down to work together. They got them little handful of artists that, you know, think they superstars and, you know, they want a band to come perform and, you know, all that. Whole time they getting less streams than us, they getting less buzz than us, you know. If you ain't networking, you know, you ain't gonna grow nowhere.
Facts.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I feel like one thing that I really love about Houston is like, well, for us, we stayed right here on Barker Cypress whenever we lived down here. And it's like, literally, everybody that we met, knew, or anything, like everybody lived on Barker Cypress. And it's like, everything was so accessible from Barker Cypress, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's
it
like,
was
fuck,
a good spot.
fucking the highway right there. If we need to go somewhere, just hop on that bitch. If not, just go the other way. It's like everything is very just there, you know what I'm saying? It's like I fuck with that.
I also love these parks and stuff,
Yeah,
you know.
bruh.
They got a lot of things you can just go do.
Yeah.
Like the graffiti
Facts.
park, that's something nice to go see. They got the mosaic park, that's really nice.
Yeah.
You know, all hand put together mosaic tiles and stuff.
Yeah.
It's nice. And you know, there's just a bunch of hidden gems in Houston.
Yeah,
you know?
like a lot of shit that you could just go out and enjoy. Like, don't even have to spend no money. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
you could just go out and enjoy yourself.
Besides
life,
the
you know
gas
what
is
I'm saying?
gonna take you to drive an hour away.
Hey, no boy, huh?
Yeah, facts.
Houston is an hour away from
Everything
Houston.
is an hour away in Houston.
That's the only thing. That's the only thing I don't like too.
Shit, in
Everything
New
is
Orleans,
kinda
you take
far.
a 1 hour drive, you the whole
Made the whole circle?
Yeah, the whole
Could have been
city.
all the way around. Couldn't see no whole thing.
Yeah, man. Okay, other Texas question I hear people with y'all favorite top 5 Texas artists. They don't gotta be old. They don't have to be just legends. They can be old, new. They ain't gotta be Houston also. If y'all got some Dallas, San Antonio, Austin people, you know what I'm saying?
Shit.
Some people that probably nobody heard of, like,
We got I'd have to start off with Sauce Walker.
okay.
You know, Sauce Walker, you know, was who put me on the Houston artists, you know? That's who I heard about all of this. Actually, how I heard about the Houston music scene. You know, Sauce Walker puts events together and gets artists out to come perform. And R.I.P. Wiz the Kid,
Okay.
he was hard. And outside of that, you know, it's all the chop and screw shit, you know.
Yeah.
DJ Flip,
Yeah.
DJ Screw,
Yeah.
you know. That's that Houston culture, you know. Something we didn't get to experience when we were young, you know. We didn't get to go to the parking lots and see the cars slabbed out and stuff. There's all lowrider Grand Prix out there in New Orleans.
Yeah, I think, well, I don't know about New Orleans, but in Louisiana, they got some people that ride slabs too.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's some people out there that ride slabs too.
they're probably from Houston.
Nah, they from Louisiana. You got some from New Orleans. Like probably a good. It's like a handful though, like 10 less. Guarantee. Them boys be riding out here every day and leave back. Like I'm like, man, he's nah for real. But Kayas, who you can say your top 5, bro?
Man, I ain't even gonna lie to you. I couldn't even really say, cause the way I carry myself in this music shit, like I really be so focused on my own shit that I really don't even be listening to like nobody, you know what I'm saying? Other than like old rappers like fucking 90s and shit, fucking Tupac, Biggie, Bone Thugs, Wu-Tang, like all of that shit. Like that's my type of shit. Like whenever I really feel some type of way or something, like I just feel like I need to listen to music. That's my go-to. You know what I'm saying? So it's like really I really don't keep up with all that, you know what I'm saying?
Shit, to be honest, anytime we go anywhere, you know, in the car we bumping our stuff, you know.
Yeah, real shit. We be
even
bumping
unreleased
our
stuff, you know, we'll sit there and
Facts.
bump it until it's drilled into our brain, so we know what needs to be changed and we can perfect our craft.
Facts.
I was looking at my Spotify Wrapped. I was my top listened artist. I don't know what that says about me, but
Say, man, but no, okay, so y'all giving y'all platforms to give them where to find y'all, the music, the videos, you know what I'm saying, upcoming, the IG, all that.
I'm found on everything under Kxsh Nugget. You know, Kxsh Nugget on Instagram, KXSH.Nugget, and everything else is just Kxsh Nugget with no spaces. You know, you can find me on YouTube, Instagram, Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, Amazon Music. You know, any platform you can find music, we on there.
Okay.
Yvng, YVNG, I'm on YouTube, Apple Music, Spotify, you know, just look me up. You can look me up on Google, I'm on there too, you hear me?
Okay.
Yeah, on Instagram, YVNG_CALL3S. And yeah, man, just fucking, I don't even know.
Man, y'all tap in, follow,
I would
you
like
know.
to say, shout out to Enough Talk for having us. He came through and shot the Yvng yesterday.
Yeah.
He shot our first interview ever.
Yeah.
You know, and we done came a long way, you know, with just the connections that we've been sitting on since we moved out here.
Nah, for real.
Appreciate all the love and support, man. We really out here, we rocking, man. Turning up.
Nah, for real, boys. Appreciate y'all, man. Y'all got the merch. Y'all gonna be the first ones to have the merch in Louisiana, man.
Facts,
for real.
Man. Fuck with the hoodie, them bitches hard.
Appreciate it all the way, for real. Y'all tap in, Young Kxsh, Kxsh Nugget. You know what I'm saying? Next year they got way more to come, man.
Yes, sir, you already know.
For real. That's enough talk for them boys.
Yes, sir.